Hello, and welcome back to Season 1 of the Two Idiots Baseball franchise. Let's see what kind of trouble we're in now. All right, so here we are, 7 games in. We're 3-4, and we've got some very notable things happening with with our pitching staff. Hitting is still disappointing, but we are putting up some runs. We're getting some run support. We have not been shut out so far this year, and in fact, on April 3rd and 4th against Tampa Bay, we put up 4 runs in the first game and 9 runs in the second game. Still losses, but we've got some possibilities happening for runs. Seems to be the main weakness of this team right now is the pitching staff. Would you agree?
Yeah, we've talked about it. It's like I said, we had hopeful with Gore, but his outing was rough. Um, we won that game. That was his first game, wasn't it? Is that his first game? We
That was his
watched.
first. Yeah, we went back
Yeah,
in to watch the second one, and that's when it took a turn.
that's when it was a little rough. Yeah, our pitching staff. Like, I mean, the worst thing is up and down from top to bottom. We have a lot of aging players, and some of our pitching staff is up there in age. I mean, the two that we've talked about previously are Strasburg and Corbin. Those two guys are currently on our trade block. So those are the guys that we're looking to move out. We have some arms down in the minors that still a lot of development go, but we're trying to move out some contracts and hopefully get a potential trade for maybe another pitcher that could fill in for a season or two.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
on the trade block, that is the need that we identified that other
yeah,
teams can see is that we are looking
yeah.
for pitchers.
So maybe we might have to go and actually go team to team for someone. We might have to actually do a little bit of looking to see if we can strike a trade with somebody. We do have some fellas down in the minors. We do have a lot of relievers. We are carrying quite a few relievers that I think maybe we'll move a few of those mid-range guys, maybe get to someone halfway decent. I don't know. It's going to be a lot. I'm just hoping we get some good draft picks because we really need some talent to bring up the rear for sure. Because even our farm system is, fucking old.
Yeah, it's not great. We've got some minor leaguers that are in their 30s.
Yeah, and we got a couple like MLB players that have probably just took minor league contracts to finish out their careers. Like Sean Doolittle's down there, but I mean he's not going to be called up unless there's an injury and we really need a body. I'm not looking to garner him up into the major or drag him up into the majors to pitch for us. I'd rather bring up an actual, rookie and give him a shot than bring up an aging 33-year-old reliever.
Yep.
So, like I said,
Well,
that's the thing.
speaking of scouting, we've got 2 more days left until it's scouting day, and our first week is in the books as far as scouting. So why don't we see what we do against Colorado here and get up to our next day.
Blake
AAA
Buffers no
injury,
longer
no
injured.
longer injured.
Well, that's good. Back in the game.
Good.
Ooh,
Ooh, we take it 5-1 versus Colorado. Let's look at that box
yeah,
score.
sure.
That's the Rockies.
Oops. I clicked over. I had a
Yeah.
habit. I clicked over
Yeah.
because before it was always.
Wow. So Vargas and Lane Thomas both go yard. We've got a lot of strikeouts on our guys
Yeah.
here, but a triple from Thomas as well, double from Jeter Downs. Vargas is caught stealing, and then how did our pitching do? We only gave up 1 run.
Josiah Gray.
Courtesy of
He's
Josiah
yeah,
Gray.
yeah. He's one that's on the list as well as someone hopefully that can develop a little bit better. He's
Yeah.
25, I do believe, and we just finished looking at some of our players as we set training, and we spared all you people that
The
tedious thing.
tediousness of training.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a behemoth task, but luckily we don't have to do it very often.
No. So Josiah Gray actually done pretty well for us.
It's a great outing from him.
7
Yes.
strikeouts, almost 1 per.
Gave up 7 hits, but did no damage with them, really.
Yeah.
Only 1 earned.
Yeah. So yeah,
And
that's
then
not
Erasmo coming in to finish it out. He doesn't get the save, of course, because the run difference is too high, but still, great outing by the pitching staff here.
nice to see us put up a 3 spot in the first and then hold it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, like I said, I know our run numbers in a couple games weren't too shabby. Let nine run in the was pretty decent to see, but 13 runs against was pretty rough to watch.
And flip over to
Um,
Colorado for a second. Let's take a look at their pitching, see who it was that we hit so hard. Kyle Freeland went 4 1/3, 5 earned runs, and 6 hits. Wow. It's all those extra base hits that did it for us, I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
A
that's
couple
for
homers
sure.
with runners in base, yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
And
we
then
put the
Jose Urania pitching 4 2/3, going longer than their starter, and giving up no earned runs. So a great outing for Jose. But yeah, Kyle Freeland got rocked.
yeah, we roughed them up a little bit. Nothing wrong with that.
Well,
That's what we
and
like
that
to
that
see.
even in that loss, the lesson learned there from Colorado is that they were able to depend on their bullpen. They got 4 2/3 out of a guy who's most likely a long reliever,
Yeah,
not a starter.
yeah,
That would be my guess, at least. I have obviously purely conjecture just by looking at the line here, but that they were able to depend on one backup guy to pitch longer than their starter did. That's the kind of stuff that we need.
we need guys that got the ability to some stamina and some clutch to come into our games where maybe our starter's just not pulling his weight. And I
Yep.
mean, we got a few pitchers on our roster that unfortunately their track records are going to show they're not going to be pulling any weight.
Yep.
So game two.
Today we set assignments.
So
11-2, we take Colorado. Wow.
what?
What happened? Joey Meneses and Heimer Candelario both go yard, a triple for Chavis, 2 doubles for CJ Abrams, 1 for Lane Thomas, lots of RBIs from the boys, only 3 strikeouts,
That
15 hits. Wow. A field day for everybody. Trevor Williams going 6 1/3 with only 7 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 walk. Great day at the yard for him. Anthony
and
Banda coming in to close it out with 2 2/3 with only 1 earned run. It's not bad for a reliever either.
no.
Great day at the office for just about everybody. I think everybody on the lineup got a hit. Yeah, at least one. Joey Meneses going 3 for 5. CJ Abrams going 3 for 5.
Yeah, that's good to see.
What a day.
Yeah.
Who did we rock? Who did we put 11 up on? 7 runs in the 4th inning.
Yeah, we
Oh,
we
man. Antonio Senzatella, 3 2/3, gave up 11 hits, 8 earned runs for an ERA of 31.50.
ouch. So he pitched three and
Wow.
two thirds.
So then they bring in Jose Urania, who just had a great game that we just gave praise to. He
Yeah.
goes and gets 1 out and gives up 3 earned runs. So his great day is short lived as the very next one he comes in and gets rocked.
So
Now,
then
Ty Blanche and Justin Lawrence came in and showed those guys how to do it.
yep.
But wow, a
And
spectacular failure for the first 4 innings.
yeah.
Goodness.
I mean, yeah, and Ty and Justin they locked us down after that.
Yep.
We had nothing after that. So we really and they took the lead at the first inning, and our boys are like, nah, don't think
Nah.
so. Yeah, they roughed up the Rockies pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
look at our record. Look at our record.
Yeah, we are positive.
Yeah,
We are 5-4.
yeah, 5-4.
Yep.
All right.
All right, let's take a look at scouting.
Ah, here
We
we
have the
go.
results of our first scouting assignments. We've got 3 catchers that were scouted, 14 starting pitcher, and a single center fielder.
That's rough.
All right, so let's bring up the card here, view prospect list, and we're looking at catchers in the West.
Yeah.
We've got Dennis Conway with, wow, draft rank number 1 for us. Oh, this is from all. Go to recently scouted.
Oh, oops. Yeah, there we go.
All right, so recently scouted brings up first Richard Griffith. Current draft rank is number 2 for us,
2 for
with
MLB draft ranking too.
some excellent stats, present and potential. 20-year-old, 2-year junior college. Wow.
Starting pitcher. That stamina's already way up there.
Yeah. His velocity is already pretty much at the very, very top.
Pitch break is way up there.
Yeah, it could be. That's a great range to be in.
Jeez.
So it really is only downside looking at it. Possibly might walk some guys, might give up some home runs.
But other than that, that's some. No wonder he's ranked 2 on both
Yeah,
boards.
not a surprise in those stat
No,
lines.
that's good. He's got a big ask for a demand, but I mean, he's got 46% interest in this already.
Yeah,
So
with only
hopefully, being it's
23 scouting progress.
yeah, he needs some more scouting progress for sure.
All right, let's take a
We,
look
and
at who
we
else
and we and we picked number 2.
we do. Yeah, so we could possibly snag Richard Griffith.
Yeah, he could be right on our list.
Yep. Next up, we've got Keith Ramos, a center fielder. So this was courtesy of our third scout. This is the only center fielder that we've got scouted so far. Draft rank on the big board for the MLB is 75. Draft rank for us is 47. So quite a difference there.
Yeah.
Could be somebody that we could possibly take in round 2 or even 3. Looking like he's got some power upside. His potential looks great for contact as well.
Yeah,
Vision and discipline are kind of middling, but speed, stealing, and arm strength are all right where they should be. So
yeah,
he could be
that's
a power
that's
center fielder if those are on the higher end of those ranges, then this could definitely be a good kid. Now he's in high school, so at 18, it's a little more unsure. These ranges are going to be wider than we would typically like to deal with, but
yeah,
this could be
definitely.
somebody as a third rounder.
Yeah. Unless once we get him more scouted, those numbers change for a positive. The
Yep.
problem is if he goes too high on the board, he'll be out of our range for second round. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, we've got the 76th pick in round 3, and
yeah.
his draft rank currently is 75. So
Another
we could
starting
possibly take him in 3.
another starting pitcher,
Yep.
Henry Lopes.
All right. Well, we did say pitching was one of our most sought after positions right now.
Yeah,
Looking at Henry Lopes, 21-year-old in his 4th year of college. Potential looks fantastic. His current somewhere between 51 and 68. Looks like he's got decent stats across the board. Velocity and break, he's not really going to be that known for, I would guess,
well,
based on those
his
ranges.
break potential is at least it's. I mean,
If it's
76
on
to
the higher end,
93. That's higher end for sure.
yeah.
Velocity's nothing to get too excited about, but that's fine. Good break
Hmm.
is good. His control potential on control is good in the 80s.
Yeah. If we look at his potential, like his future numbers, if they're all towards the higher end of that, then he could be a good to great starting pitcher.
Yep, for sure.
Nothing to shake a stick at.
No, he's not going to be super lights out, but I mean, our draft board he's 57 and the MLB is 41, so he might be a tough even to get a second round.
Possibly.
So you got
Next
another
up,
catcher,
Sandy. I'm gonna guess that's Herman, not
Herman.
German.
He's from California, probably Herman.
Um, he looks like a defender primarily, not too much
Yeah,
upside in any of the
his
hitting attributes.
no, his bat is he's definitely weaker, but yeah, look at his speed is nothing to get excited about, but the rest of it's good.
Hmm.
Or catcher.
Can we get a designated fielder position?
Yeah.
Is that a possibility?
He doesn't hit, he just
He doesn't
catches.
hit. No, we'll swap him and give us another DH instead.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting thing. This guy can't hit for shit, but look at his fielding. His fuck, he'd be a good fucking catcher.
Yeah, his glove is a magnet for the ball.
Yep, can arm for days.
Yeah,
But yeah,
well, that's
he can't
unfortunate
hit a
though.
fucking thing.
Barack Garinger,
Carringer,
41% interest to us as well. He's a catcher, so let's compare these guys.
another
He's got
catcher.
a more positive looking upside.
More positive on the bat potential,
Yeah,
and
for all categories
yeah,
really.
even like speed and stealing on a catcher we don't care, but his other numbers are all pretty good. Arm
Yeah,
strength potential. I mean, right now, 18, so his ranges are huge, but yeah, it's still
yeah,
his arm strength is up there. That's good to see. He's a better option than old Sandy.
Sandy. Yeah,
All right, Ricky Reagan.
Ricky Reagan, starting pitcher that's not ranked for anybody.
Yeah, his overall right now is pretty abysmal.
Yeah, he's got some velocity and stamina, but
Nothing
Not much
else.
else doing.
No, he's Robert Turner, another catcher.
Yeah. Oh,
Nothing to write home about anywhere there.
oof.
Not ranked. Yeah, Leroy Cox, not ranked.
Now hang on to his
His
potential though.
potential's
71 to
good.
93. That could be going somewhere. If he yeah, if he lands somewhere towards the middle high end of those future numbers, then that's a good pitcher. I mean,
Yeah,
he's got the potential possibly
potential's
there.
there. Yeah, so he can do if his potential. If he lives to his potential, yeah, he'll be a good starter. Another
Yeah.
starting pitcher.
Let's skim to the right just for a moment. I want to see if we can grab anybody that is actually ranked out of the rest of this line. Everybody looks to be not ranked right now, which means either potential or their overalls are just not
So we're
really
back
great.
at the start.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a
So maybe
lot.
not so much. Richard Griffith is looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, why don't we scout him specifically? We're only 23% of the way through with him, but he's already got a lot of interest with us.
Okay.
I think that's our number one prospect at this moment.
So edit scouting assignment.
Oh, if you go back to view prospect list
Oops.
and then click him,
Oh yeah.
there you go. Go to the second position now. The second scout, Leandro Blumenthal. View prospect list, and then on the right button from recently scouted, go back to not all top 100 draft prospects. Yeah, Dennis Conway is the number one draft pick as a closing pitcher. We need a closing pitcher, as with all of them. However, I don't buy a closer as the number one.
I'd rather trade for a good closer.
Yeah, somebody
Someone who's
who's
got a little bit
doing
of
well.
yeah, someone who's got a little bit more time under their belt.
Yeah, that's true.
So we got Todd Espinoza,
A reliever.
reliever,
Yep.
which we're gonna have to start trying to find some, but
Yeah, yeah, we are. But what we're talking about right now is we're looking at our first pick.
yeah.
I mean, same argument for a reliever as for a closer is that they're absolutely essential. We need those guys, but we also need somebody to open the door.
So here we got a shortstop.
BJ Payne.
He doesn't play
Wow.
any unknown because he's not enough scouting on him.
Yeah.
We don't need a shortstop right now because we have Abrams.
Does Abrams have other positions he could possibly play?
I,
Secondary positions?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look at his card again.
Yeah. Well, this guy looks like he's got it all.
He does. Good. Look
Yeah.
at that
Every
vision.
every stat is somewhere between good to excellent.
Yeah. His fucking defense numbers are great. See this
I would
guy.
consider
Yeah.
I would consider this guy for a good pick. If the first team doesn't take
Good pitcher.
the pitcher that we've got, then we're in a little bit of a tough position, I think, between BJ Payne and him. Who do we go for?
Mm. We have to look
I
at
know
it.
we have CJ Abrams, but if we're talking, this guy's 21. If his overall comes in the low 70s though, and he's pretty much ready to go, there's a strong argument to be made to tracking this kid fast and
Let's
getting him up
see.
there.
Look at his speed and the stealing here. His stealing is way up there. See, that's Abrams's his thing. He's got good speed, but his stealing numbers are low,
Yeah.
and his vision I think is low on him.
Yeah, on Abrams?
Yeah, like that's one of
Yeah.
his stats. It's a little rough.
No. It was his discipline.
It was discipline. Yeah, his discipline
Because I
was
made the
rough.
joke about that being a character trait of a 22-year-old.
Yeah, his discipline was really low. So yeah, so this fella here is almost a few of his stats are going to mirror. So you might have a CJ and a BJ.
Well, if that's the recipe that works, then I'm gonna eat it. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
yeah. So yeah, he's a potential because he's going to
Yeah.
go. There's no way he's going to be around for second round. So
So
it's either we
why
get
don't
that pitcher or we get that shortstop.
well, we'll have the option for one of them for absolutely certain. I think that we need to scout this guy
What about this
as
fella?
our he's a
Reliever.
reliever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we scout BJ Payne and that pitcher. So that way we're guaranteed to get one of them. Now, if we have to make the choice, we can have that conversation. But I think that with the number 2 pick, we're put in that position with the possibility of both. But we need to be ready.
Let's go international for infielders.
International.
See what we can discover. Yeah, that Richard Griffin. As long as these guys don't ask for $9 billion.
Yeah. Our bonus allotment is 13 million.
And Richard Griffin's already
So we
looking for
could get
8.
Griffith as long as everybody else is
Yeah.
not expensive.
Yeah. And if his interest goes, if interest goes up, his ask could go down too.
All right. Well, he'll get more interest based on our scouting, and we'll get a better picture.
Yeah.
That'll serve everybody.